On today's show, keeping it all in the family. In the Shera clan, learning to hunt turkeys is a rite of passage, and grandson Jake is discovering firsthand that turkeys gobble before the sun rises.
We are ready for the pan.
Okay.
Next up, time for Wild in the Kitchen. Laura and Chef Jim have the ideal recipe for that spring wild turkey.
This is going to be about 2 minutes per side. They're done.
And with May approaching, it's time for the annual Minnesota-bound Crappie Contest. Come one, come all, the crappies are biting, guaranteed. Those stories and more, next.
Minnesota Bound. Brought to you by Minnesota's select GMC dealers.
Hi, everybody. Raven and I welcome you to the show. Our first story, for me, is a memory, and how we made it is about my grandson Jake and the tree he hugged, the tree I hugged with him as we hunted the wily wild turkey.
And so it begins, a passage as old as mankind, a boy learning to become a hunter. Looking on, a proud mother.
I think because of his eye.
And a doting grandfather.
That's a turkey that's going to go into the oven.
For Jake Gauntz, now age 13, aiming at the world of wild turkey hunting is much like climbing the family tree. Jake is the third generation to join the Turkey Track Club of South Dakota's Black Hills, where his grandpa has hunted for nearly a half-century, and where Jake's mother, Simone, first learned about wild turkey hunting.
Welcome to our 43rd annual Turkey Track Club.
One of the oldest turkey hunting camps in America, Turkey Track Club welcomes all hunters with a safety talk.
Your guide will tell you when to load your gun.
And a group photo.
What a motley crew.
Introductions over, it's off to the hills. For Jake, the time to hunt has come. The game of turkey hunting goes something like this. Walk, make turkey calls, listen, wait. Morning or afternoon, you do it again. Call, listen, wait. There, hear that? Turkey gobbles, the sound that stirs a hunter's soul. Grandson Jake, prepare to be addicted.
Place you hear.
Can you see over there? Do you see those closest trees to us? They take their time.
False alarm. No gobblers appear. I remind Jake, this is why it's called hunting, not shooting. Oh, and did I tell you, Jake, in turkey hunting the nights are short and the dawns come early.
It's set up by those trees there.
A new plan to fool turkeys was in the works. Okay then, that plan didn't work. Turkey strategies seldom do. Maybe a new spot.
Did you hear a gobble over there?
Our change of location produced new luck, really close luck, with a pair of curious hens. If you hear something pounding, that's Jake's heart. Bummer. Hens, but no gobblers joined the party. But hey, Jake, your mouth dry? Adam's apple still work? Heart still pounding? Symptoms of wild turkey fever.
I don't get it.
I don't either, buddy.
Welcome to the club, Jake. See you in the morning.
Let's go.
Coming up, we'll tag along as young Jake Gauntz continues his turkey hunting journey in the Black Hills of South Dakota. Sooner or later, Jake and a gobbler will come face to face. We plan to be there.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Minnesota's select GMC dealers, Jesse Treble Safe Basements of Minnesota, Running Aces Casino and Racetrack, and by Connecticut.
We'll continue our adventure with my grandson Jake. You know, a young turkey hunter soon learns mornings come early.
For a hunter, the moment of truth is seldom forecast. For a young turkey hunter like Jake Gauntz, the fervent wish to see a gobbler up close is seldom in sync with reality, or so it seems.
Do I wait for him to get on here?
This time, Jake's uncle, Roger Shera, an expert caller, has joined the hunt.
Where'd he say that? Where'd he say he was coming up?
As any turkey hunter knows, so much can go wrong, so I decided to hug the same tree with grandson Jake and whisper advice if need be.
Got my knee up.
The best advice? Patience, grandson, patience. Memories are made of this. Grandpa hugging the same tree with grandson. Waiting for that wild turkey moment. A sound, a sight, an experience that will survive the test of time for hunters of any age.
Attaboy. Holy cow. I heard him drumming over here. I thought I was over there. And then here comes the tail up right here. He's all fanned out. Then he stopped here and looked up, looked, and I said, shoot him, shoot him. Better keep that.
Oh, it's the one. I'm just shaking in excitement.
That's okay. So does Grandpa after 50 years of doing this. I didn't think it was gonna happen. Huh? We've had so much bad luck. I kept saying to Jake, it just takes one bird. Man, I'm glad to be here with you.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
First turkey, Grandpa was here for it, huh?
On your birthday.
On my birthday too. It doesn't get a, this is a great birthday.
Love you.
You too, buddy.
My dear grandson, yes, I love you too. But there is a tradition in turkey hunting.
He is heavy.
You shoot, you carry. Without saying, I knew that my grandson was now just like me, an admirer of wild turkeys. In the footsteps of his mom, who returned with a turkey tail of her own, aided by Turkey Track guide Tom Trimble.
Yay, Simone!
Wild turkey hunters, 3 generations, a family tradition.
Is it time to start dipping?
It is.
Okay.
Up ahead, what to do with that wild turkey you took this spring? Well, we've got just the right recipes.
That is so good.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Border View Lodge.
Time now to go wild in the kitchen, and since grandson Jake just bagged a wily gobbler, how do you cook it? Chef Jim and Laura are in the kitchen giving it a try.
Today is a special day in Wild in the Kitchen. I'm here with Chef Jim Kimberg from Firelight Grill House and Cocktail Bar, and we are cooking up one of my favorite things to eat, which is wild turkey. But this piece of wild turkey happens to be the bird that I shot in Nebraska.
No
so
way.
I'm pretty excited to get this started. And I understand we're doing a recipe that involves a little bit of heat, but we're not talking about fire.
We're talking about hot sauce today.
Hot sauce. So we're doing a little twist on the buffalo chicken wing. We're gonna do buffalo wild turkey bites.
We are.
Awesome, I'm so excited. So how do we get started?
So we're going to get started by slicing this into little bite-sized pieces.
Is it time to start dipping?
It is.
Okay.
So we're going to be doing what we call in the kitchen a standard breading procedure. With the exception, this is actually going to be gluten-free today.
Which I love.
So we got a little cassava flour. We're going to dip that in some egg wash. And then this is actually going into almond meal.
So it's flour, egg, almond flour.
You got it.
Okay. Looks like we're ready to go.
We are ready for the pan.
Okay.
So I usually suggest frying over medium-high heat, but because this is almond flour, I don't want it to burn. I just want it to kind of toast. This is going to be about 2 minutes per side. They're done.
So how do we know when they're finished?
Well, they've got to be golden brown on both sides, firm to the touch.
All right, Chef Jim, my stomach's growling or gobbling or whatever it's doing. Are we ready yet?
The turkey's ready, but we're gonna, since this is kind of buffalo style,
Yes.
we're gonna get a little wild with the presentation today as well.
Ooh, okay.
So I've actually shaved up some celery and some carrots.
Excellent.
I'm gonna dress that with just a little bit of olive oil, a little squirt of lemon juice. This is almost like a little salad.
Fantastic. Getting our veggies in, that's
Exactly.
good.
It's healthy, it's good for you, looks beautiful. Now we are ready for the turkey.
This looks so good. Now for the final toppings.
Final touches.
The good stuff.
So it's not buffalo style without some buffalo sauce. Just gonna drizzle that right over that turkey.
Your favorite hot sauce will do.
Yes.
Voila. So there you have it. You can go ahead and forget the chicken. You can forget the wings because we can now make wild turkey buffalo bites. So
Got
good.
it.
All right, I'm diving in.
Give it a
Cannot
try.
wait to try this bird. That is so good.
Watch your bobbers, boys and girls. Spring is the time to catch crappies, and we have the perfect place to catch them. You could win a prize, too.
Minnesota Bound. Brought to you by Northland Tracker Boating Centers. Minnesota Rebath. Evinrude, the official outboard motor of Minnesota Bound. And by Totem Resorts.
Welcome back. Are you ready to scratch that itch, go crappie fishing like I am? Well, coming up is the Minnesota Bound Crappie Contest at Lord Fletcher's on Lake Minnetonka. It's the first Saturday in May. Don't miss it. Join us, have some fun, catch some crappies, win a prize. Yeah.
If you want to hook a kid on fishing, this is the fish to do it. A Minnesota crappie, the fish of spring, the fish of fun, and also the fish of prizes during the annual Minnesota-bound Crappie Contest, headquartered at Lord Fletcher's on Lake Minnetonka.
What kind of fish is that? Crappie? It is?
The rules are simple. Register to enter, catch a crappie of any size, and, if you're lucky,
Well, I have something to give you.
you might win a nice prize
One rod for you, buddy, and one for you, honey.
or even this beautiful tracker boat, complete with motor and trailer.
Already this morning I had a lady come up and she was so excited, and she couldn't help but to tell me that her Mother's Day gift was to come and fish the crappie contest. It is a big deal.
These contestants are here for another reason besides catching crappies.
This morning we had 30 boats designated for Big Brothers Big Sisters, Boys and Girls Club, Wounded Warrior type, and their family members.
Proceeds from the contest go to the nonprofit Fishing for Life organization.
So we were able to not only have a great event for the public, but we had a great event for those individuals as well.
79178.
So I just think the whole community rallies around this time of frame, Lake Minnetonka, and it gets us energized.
Awesome.
The food's open, they're frying fish, they've got coffee.
Oh yes, the Minnesota-bound crew is here too.
I do notice you might have the smallest fish out of all of them. Always do.
6'9", this is her biggest crappie ever. Can she get a round of applause, please?
We have a young lady here that is now in the lead for the largest crappie of the day, ladies and gentlemen. What's your name, sweetheart?
Layla.
Layla. How much did your crappie weigh?
1.27.
1.27, ladies and gentlemen.
Now the tension builds as larger crappies start coming in.
Just between you and me, where'd you catch that one?
In the lake.
In the Lake Minnetonka. Let's give a nice hand for devoted. That's a bragging size. That's a very nice fish. So that's a good way to put. Good job, man. What's your name?
Brandon.
Brandon.
It was awesome. We caught lots of fish and lots of trees.
We might have a new leader here coming up.
Soon it was time for the Big Fish Awards, Fleet Farm gift cards.
First place, $200 for Mills Fleet Farm. Nick Schmidt of Glencoe, Minnesota. Nick! 1.95 pounds, folks. That's almost 2 pounds. Let's give a hand to our champion. Whoa.
Now, about that tracker boat.
And so let's bring Nelson and Keelan up here. His sister Nelson Pettigrew. There they are. Have you ever won a boat before?
No.
Are you going to drive it?
No. Maybe.
Maybe. 11. Two 11-year-olds wins the boat motor trailer.
Yep, a 4-ounce crappie took the grand prize. And that's no fishtail.
Thank you all for coming. Great time.
I'll guarantee you, you use the right bait, the crappies will take it time and time again, right? Unless it's snowing, of course. Anyway, that about does it for us. Remember, introduce a kid to the great outdoors. I'm Ron Sharon, of course, always the star of the show, who likes to fish crappies too, is Raven. Yes.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.